Welcome to the 5-minute daily devotion brought to you by the Living Throne Ministry. My name is Olusegun Mokuolu, and our text for today is from the book of Luke, chapter 14, verses 26 and 27. I read, "If any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and his wife and his children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple." The Lord Jesus made it very clear what it requires to be his disciple. Because if you are not his disciple, you are not a follower of Jesus. A disciple is simply a follower of Christ. So you are only a follower of Jesus if you are his disciples. We have not been called into a religion. We have not been called into some traditions. We have been called essentially to follow Jesus. And that is why Jesus said, "Go and make disciples of all nations." But if you look at this passage, this verse 26, it says, "If any man come to me." A man may come to Jesus and still not be a follower of Christ. It says, "If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and children and wife and brethren and sister, yes, his own very life, he cannot be my disciple." Though this person has come to Jesus, but because this person is not ready not to allow any other priority in his life apart from Jesus, that person cannot be the disciple of Jesus. So you may come to Jesus and yet still not meet the condition of Christ. He says you must hate your parents. Now, it's not saying that you must hate them in terms of disliking them. What he's simply saying is that your natural affections no longer control your life. It is not your family that will rule your life. It is not your friendship that determines your life. It is not your affection that determines your life. It is now Jesus that must govern and control your entire life. And then he added, said, "And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple." It's not possible. It does not matter what you are doing. If you cannot carry your cross, if you cannot let go of yourself and then begin to follow Jesus, you are not his disciple. What does it mean to carry the cross? Just look at it in a natural way. When Jesus carried his own cross, what does it mean? He was going to die. That was why when they abused him, he did not say anything in response. They lied against him, he kept quiet. They slapped him, he did nothing. He was going to die. And so Jesus is using this to paint a picture for us that his followers are people also who must die to self. You know, he said, even if he does not forget his own life, if he does not hate his own very life, your own very life, have you come to a point where you despise even your own very life, such that the only life that matters now to you is the life of Jesus? He said you may come to him, but if you don't do these things, if Jesus does not become your priority, if Jesus is not the one who governs and determines how you live your life, you are only joking. Some people think they can continue in sin and still be living for Jesus. It is deception. Some people think they can love the world and still continue with Jesus. It is deception. You must carry your cross. You must become dead to the world if you are going to be alive to Jesus. So note this, brethren. If you truly want to be his disciples, then you must give up. You must take up your cross and follow Jesus. Thank you for listening. For inquiries and counseling, please reach us on this number, +234 818 615 7852. Until next time, occupy till Jesus comes.